Well, I actually didn't select India to start with. I selected Nepal, and then my second preference was Cambodia, and I got India, and it was actually the best outcome because I had a wonderful time in India and I couldn't imagine not going this year and with the people I did. So I'm really, really happy with how it turned out. I learnt a lot of things. While we were there, we went to a private hospital, a public hospital, a women's hospital, a newborn centre, a nursing institute for the students in India. And we also had time to understand the Indian culture and do things outside of the medical practice as well. It was not what I expected at all. We had access to all areas of the hospital. This was our first trip actually being invited into this city, into these hospitals, and they weren't too sure what we wanted to see and what we wanted to do. But when we explained we'd love to see surgeries, we'd love to see inpatients, outpatients, they were like, great, we'll show you all these different areas. And yeah, we pretty much got to do whatever we wanted to see there. I found that the private hospitals were very similar to our public hospitals. We did go to a public hospital and it was a real eye-opener. They have about 700 to 800 people come in a day. They have something like nearly 900 beds. They're still growing. By 2020, they'll have like 1,500 beds in the hospital. So to see that many people come in compared to a hospital here, and how they sort of adapt and how they've made adjustments to take on that many people to care for and look after. I think I learnt to be more open-minded and not to make assumptions, because before I went on this trip, I was thinking about India and I had a few ideas and will I like it, should I go? But when I got there and I just experienced what I did in the 2 weeks, it totally changed my mind, and I fell in love. This was definitely probably one of the nicest and good felt places I've travelled, because I've travelled quite a few places, but India's definitely on the top of my list. I think it's going to definitely open my eyes to caring for people from different cultures, because that's a big thing in our field, and Australia is such a multicultural society. And it is different to caring from someone from Australia than someone outside Australia. There might be language barriers and different customs and traditions that you really have to be aware of and consider when you're caring for that person, because it means a lot to them. That really does form how they're going to get better. We were so welcomed. We really felt easy, safe, and the trip went incredibly smooth. And inside the health institutes, we actually got to see an open heart surgery. One of the days we spent time in the ICU cardiac unit as well. The other groups, a couple of times I got to see brain surgery and abdominal surgery. We got to see newborn care. So babies at 23, 24 weeks. I got to see 2 natural labours as well, 2 twin girls and a boy. Just things that I wouldn't even imagine I could experience in my first year of nursing. So we had students from first, second and third year, and even in the third year they had never seen anything like this. We did a Bollywood night, so we went out to the local markets and we dressed up in traditional clothing, and on the night we got to dance and exchange sweets. They had this tradition where you have a sweet and you go over to someone at that festival and they'll bite half the sweet and you eat half the sweet. So that was lots of fun. We got to light candles and get into that sort of Diwali celebration that that was the month previous. We just missed it. We arrived after, so yeah, there was lots of things that we got to do outside of the study time as well. Absolutely, I would definitely recommend the new Colombo plan. It's such a fantastic opportunity. As you can imagine, going not just to a new country, but also combining it with something that you love to do, nursing. I am so privileged to go on a trip like this and have been offered. We had in our group as well, our group was fantastic. It doesn't matter what ages you are. The youngest was 16 and it went up to 55. They were all from over Australia, Cairns, Mackay, Noosa, Brisbane. There was even a gentleman from New South Wales. People that travelled 7 hours west of Rockhampton had been accepted to go on this trip. So it's worth giving a go, at least apply, because you might have a chance of not applying at all. I recommend it. I had the most wonderful time and it's definitely highlighted 2017 for me. So